So what we have done is we have opened the page which you have to we have to test. Okay, sorry, there is some screen distraction. Login page, and there you will see the form tag. Okay, this is the form. Okay, and inside the form you have the input type is equal to text. This is the field. Okay, and that's a label for the field, and this ID is equal to username. So this ID is what you're going to pass in through an automated test case. So there you look for this ID. So then in the test framework, we're only trying to wait until that element is visible. Which element? ID is equal to username, and how much time are we waiting? 5 seconds. So system will start the form, start the page automatically, maximize the browser window, then wait until 5 seconds until this element is visible. Okay, and then we are checking element should be visible. Which element? This one element should be enabled. Sometimes the element on the page appears gray like this. Okay, it is active or is it inactive? If it's active, it appears like this. If it is like sort of labeled, it is inactive and this appears gray. So then it is checking element should be enabled. So if you see, these statements are very specific to robot frame. Okay. Then input text for this ID colon username, Tom Smith. Okay, Tom Smith. Okay, his ID username. So element should be enabled. Okay, again, ID is pass. I mean, here this should be username, not ID as password. So the ID username is, okay, here it finishes the input text is equal to Tom Smith. Then it moves to the next field, which is ID's password. Okay, so line 22 on, it's testing this password. Okay, so first it's looking if password is visible, password is enabled, and then input password means ID colon password. It is looking for this password field in the browser page and giving this value super secret password. So these two values being passed for these two fields. And then the user has to automatically click here. I mean, framework has to click here on the login button, right? So there, click element, again a keyword, click element, keyword, $submit button. Okay, $submit button. So that means here is our submit button we have mapped. Just CSS button type is submit. Okay, so here it will, with click element submit button, it is telling the automation framework to click here on this login button. Okay, how do we know the login button? This is div, below the password, div button like this, and type is submit, and then label on the button is login. Okay, so label on the button is login, and it's just here looking for a style sheet element of a button of type submit. So that's how it's locating the submit button. And inside this button also, click element is this, and element should be visible. For the button to be clicked, it should be visible, right? So CSS href/logout. Now what's happening is, with click at row 26, click element, it clicks into that page. Okay, I will just show you. It clicks into the page. So Tom Smith, let me log in successfully here. Tom Smith, super secret password. So it logged into the secured area. So when it logged into the secured area, the moment, how do you ensure that it's logged into this secured area? It is going to come and land into the first welcome page, or here it's showing welcome to the secured area. Okay. When you're done, click log out. So this log out button is appearing, right? So this seems to be appearing, and if you see, it is clickable. Okay. So that is how it is ensuring that whenever the log out button came into your screen, you successfully logged in. Okay. So just I repeat, element should be visible. That means when this button came as visible, which button? CSS href logout. Okay. And timeout is 5 seconds. That means after clicking, it waits at row 27. It waits for 5 seconds to ensure the logout button element should be visible. So the logout button is visible, then it ensures that, okay, it ensures that the login is successful. Okay, so then login is successful. So then it says, okay, close browser. Okay, so this is one test. Okay, what we have done is we have verified a successful login to the Heroku login page. Okay, now when you go into Pajam, okay, you're seeing all this here. Okay, the same thing here. That was your first test case. Okay, then the next test case is verify unsuccessful login. All repeated the same. Okay, everything the same except Tom Smith 2. Okay, so the second use case was inconsistent or invalid username. Okay, invalid username is what came up when I gave. So here, Tom Smith 2. Okay, and this password. Okay, so when I gave this, what is the message it gave? Sorry. Your username is invalid. So this test you're going to automate, and that's what this is. Copy the same test like as earlier and write verify unsuccessful login, and come here and give a invalid username. Okay, that's your second test case. Everything else remains same. Now, and so verify, the third test case is verify unsuccessful login, and copy paste the same thing and have Tom Smith and have one extra character for a wrong password. So this is how it works. Okay. All right. So what we do is we got all this automated. Now for this to be tested, click on terminal here below. Okay. Terminal. Okay, you can run the terminal inside PyCharm like that with the terminal. Okay. Fail to start partial, or you can run it from the prompt. I think here it still cannot open local. Some message is coming. Never mind. So what you can do is, once you have got all this, typically at your end, it should be able to open. There's some issues here, but let's do one thing. I go to command prompt. I'll run as administrator. Okay, everything is the same. Yeah, sorry about the screen. There's some issues there. Okay, so here we'll go to the location where we got auto. See, auto is and a robot. This is where I kept the test project. Okay, robot project is there. Okay, so that's my path in PyCharm. See, auto robot project. So I'm just opening that from okay, CD robot. Okay, dir. So this where the project is, and this my file here. So I can open my test case. Sorry, it's too much of distraction. Pardon, it's something at my end. Okay. So Scratch robot 1. Run anything. See. So plugins. Yeah, I think here. So being inside a robot. So if we have to run the project, okay, you do robot slash login robot. Okay, so this is we are in the auto. Okay, uh, C auto, but we have got into the robot folder. So then when you have to run, you run it with the robot utility. Robot is a utility, and then you run the file. Okay, so then you'll get this output: verify test case 1 successful login. Verify test case. This is a negative test where this username is invalid, and the third negative test is password is invalid. So all three tests are pass because when we change the wrong user, it didn't let you log in. So then it says it's pass. Suppose it had let you log in, then the test is wrong. Okay, it failed. So negative tests are passing. So one thing we have to do is when you're testing such functionality, there is a test for successful login. Okay, successful test case, but you have to try to test for negative test cases like this: negative username, negative password. So this is a negative test case for username. So that negative test case should have passed. So pass. So this is not to fail. Okay, whenever a test fails, it means there is an inconsistency. Okay, so then the output is coming like login functionality. 3 tests, 3 passed. Okay, and then all the XML and HTML outputs are there ready. Okay, so what we do is we could run from the shell terminal here, but there seems to be something here. So we can go to this robot. Okay, robot. I'm inside the project folder, inside the robot folder, right? So there, I use this robot utility. Okay, and what am I running? This file, Scratch robot 1 inside robot. Okay, I'll take anything. So okay, robot, and then it has to point to the subfolder. Right, how to run it is robot folder. This is my robot project. Okay, and slash out here, this backslash robot.robot. Right? So backslash the file name, which is scratch 1 robot. Okay, so this could be what I can test now. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, scratch. Scratch. Pardon me. Scratch underscore 1. Okay, it's not pulling robot. So I need to hold on. Pip install. Okay. This pip install robot framework is not going through. Let me see, cannot open terminal fail PowerShell, see JetBrains. Pip is not recognized. Okay, inside this, it's not recognizing, no problem. What we have to do is, just a moment. We have to include the path. Okay, that's one thing. And we have to make sure all this are set up properly, the installation of all these like Python modules. So we'll do that. So I'm including path. So echo percent path percent, like that. So now I have this C auto under the path. Okay, so that's one. Then on, I have to install the setup tools and all these things. So let me see, pip itself is not pulling up. And that could be venv lib root is here. This probably under robot project, I have a virtual environment. Okay, so dir. So this is the .venv. Okay, and I need to activate that environment. Dot ve. Okay, it went into the virtual environment. Okay, so there is the Python libraries here. Okay, so we have to activate the virtual environment here. Just give me a moment. Scripts under scripts dir. I have activate bat. Okay, so I can so dot space activate bat. Activate bat. So this brought up my virtual environment. So that means this pipe will be used. Okay. And now let's try to install pip. This one. Pip install setup tools. So inside the project, I'm just making sure these are the correct version. Requirement satisfied, it shows. Okay. So pip setup tools is to be always kept in the latest version in Python. Okay. So pip and setup tools. So all this to be run. Okay, that's what it takes. Just we'll complete that and it'll work. Okay. Either you run pip like this or you can go from PyCharm also. Okay. I win 32. Okay, 532, and Selenium. Selenium. Okay, seems to be already satisfied. And then going into framework. The U option is for upgrade. Okay. If it's already there, it'll upgrade. Okay, it upgraded to 711. And this also is required robot framework Selenium library. Okay, seems to be satisfied already. And the final WebDriver manager, because it's using a driver file to automate the open. So we'll just upgrade that, also is satisfied. So all looking good. These plugins are for PyCharm. These are some of the plugins which has to be loaded. Now, so this seems to be okay. So we come back to the project. Okay, and now we do robot. Okay, we are at the project location. So under the project location, what do we got? What have we got? We got the, let's see, here. Okay. Okay. This location, we have a scratch robot. Now this is the file we got here. Rather log on, log in out. Let me check this file because it's outside the robot, outside the project. So this seems to be a file outside the project. I don't know how. Sign on. So this is a robot file. All robot files have got a robot extension. So settings.py, this is some connect to server. Sign on. Let's see this. Okay, I'll open it and I'll open it in PyCharm. This for our okay. So this file is what it is. Let's look at this file. Variable Sirocco app. Okay. Okay. Seems to be test case or successful login. Okay. That's the same file. Okay. Verify test case one successful login and all that. Okay. So this is good enough. So we seem to have the test case 1, test case 2, test case 3, and that's the final unsuccessful login and closes the browser. Okay, so this file is good. This is a good file, and we can use that file, sign on robot. Okay, so that's the file, which is this file here. What we are seeing is this file. So what we do to run that is robot sign on dot robot. Okay, sign on dot robot and enter. So the robot testing is happening now. Okay, so he tested for, see, it's opening the browser. Do you see it, Sriram?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's automating the open of the first successful login. Then it opens the Chrome. Chrome is controlled by automated test software. So it's just telling that, and it's opening that site, automatically log in, and then closes that. This is the third test. That's unsuccessful login test for wrong password. It's entering Tom Smith and the wrong password and close. So if you see 3 tests done, 3 pass and 0 fail. And then it gives you the output and the log. Okay, so this is created now. If you go to the directory, you will find 2610. Yeah, these are the 3 files which just got created. Okay, from the prompt also, you can see these are created. So if I do dir, right, 2610 7:30, this my local time. So this 3 files, log.html, output.xml, and reports.html. Pardon me?
Uh, Today I have a class, a school class at around 10:15, so I may have to leave
We
early.
are
I
done.
apologize.
Okay.
Uh, I have a few questions. I was wondering if you were available tomorrow. Tomorrow I can stay till the
Yes.
2 hour, entire 2 hours, if you're available, if that's possible.
Okay. No problem. No problem. We are we'll wrap it up here. So this is
All
the
right.
output. Here is the report of what worked. Okay. So we can continue in tomorrow's session. Would you want to log out in a few minutes right away?
It would be, yes, around 10:15 is fine. And I was just wondering if you were available tomorrow for continuing this, and also if any questions I have, if you were available for a
Uh,
Q&A session, etc.
yes, we can do so tomorrow as well.
Oh, all right.
Here
Thank
we
you.
are almost done. So this is
Yeah,
the
okay. All
report.
right.
Yeah, in the browser, if you open that output, it just tells that very nicely all the test sign-on report. It had 3 tests, 3 failed. All the tests means you can click here, it will show detailed report. Very nice reports are here. You click on the log, it shows very detailed what was values passed. You can examine all that. And it just switches between test and the report. You can see this corner is the report. When you click, you can go into log by clicking the, and come back by clicking report here. So this is all what is available. So that's how the robot testing automates your test. Okay. So this completes our test case. Okay. So that's the robot framework testing, very popular and used by companies like Wipro. They come for asking for the training on this. So this is the end-to-end scenario which we have just automated. So, okay, Sriram, we'll wrap up the session here and we'll join this 9 a.m. tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Have a great evening. Yeah. Have a great
Yes, have a good day.
good day. Good day. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.